So my name is Martin Digler. I'm originally from Liberia, West Africa. Liberia is a third world country, but it was established by America. And the free slave that was taken from here, Liberia was the country that was established for them to go and stay. My parents, mostly my mom, was not educated. My dad was a teacher. He passed away in 2013. But growing up, we grew up in the country, in our little town/village. And where I went to school, my dad taught me basically from kindergarten to 4th grade. He was the only teacher for that town. So when you are promoted to 5th grade, then you move on to the bigger town where they had a high school. But when I left my parents, I had to pay tuition to go to school. There is no free education in Liberia. The government has public schools. At the time, it was not per se free. Lately, they have some aspect of it that is free for students to go to school, but still, they have to pay some money to be able to get their education. So when I started in high school or junior high, I had to pay school, and school became a little difficult for me because with my dad, we had to, go to school. After school, we had to go on the farm to work for the rest of the day, come back in time around about 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening. My mom and dad would start to find food for us to eat. And then it would be around about 10 or 11 o'clock before we eat dinner to be able to go to sleep and then get up the next morning. And when we got up in the morning, we had to do our house chores. We had to haul drinking water from far away to bring, like in the forest area, we had like a stream running in the forest that we thought was clean. So there were, everybody from the village would go to get drinking water. So it was like maybe 20, 25 minutes or 30 minutes walk, and then clean the yard and stuff like that before we go to school. So we did that over and over. And working, doing all of those works, you don't have, as children or kids, we didn't really have the time to sit down and say, okay, I have to study, I have to do my homework and stuff like that. So it was hard. Throughout high school, it was challenging because my parents did not have the money to pay to get me to school, so they would send us to live with somebody who can help us go to school. So we go live with that person, and that person will send us to school and then pay our tuition, and we live with them, work in their house, just for us to get education. That's how the education system is. People who do not have the money, their kids don't have that luxury to live in the city, to go to school and get good education. So this is just the beginning of this story. My story is long, but we want you to tune in every now and then. Come back. There is more that you will hear about my life and the life of other students, other children in Liberia.